Vandaag in de Kever Yvan Mailard van Industrious over hoe je hand in hand met de eigenaar aan een kantoorconcept kan werken. Let's go!
Dit zijn Thomas en Thomas. Twee mannen, één kever met een gezamenlijke missie. De vastgoedbranche uitdagen om te innoveren.
Oké, Thomas, een nieuw seizoen van Thomas en Thomas in de Oranje Kever. We zijn onderweg om onze eerste gast op te halen, Yvan Mailard. Dan is natuurlijk altijd mijn vraag, Thomas, wat weet jij over Yvan?
Dat we internationaal gaan. Ik kan nog niet heel veel over de man vertellen. Hij woont inmiddels 4 maanden in Amsterdam om Industrious Europa te gaan leiden. En dat gaat hij helemaal op zijn eigen manier invullen. En daarom ben ik ook heel erg benieuwd naar zijn verhaal.
Mooi, laten we hem ophalen.
Let's go! Yvan, very welcome in the Orange Beetle, the Dutch Beetle. Before we start driving, can you tell us who is Yvan Mailard?
So my name is Yvan and I'm French, initially from south of France, but moved to Paris in the early days of my career to start working in commercial real estate because actually I had lost, or actually my driving license got revoked. So that's the way I started a career in real estate and in commercial real estate, because in city centers you don't need to drive much.
Okay.
But now I have a license.
Yeah,
again.
you're okay.
Yeah. I got it back now. It's all fine. You'll be safe with me.
Good. Okay, we're facing some technical issues. ANWB is on its way. Maybe a good time to have some heart-to-heart questions. Let's start. What is the big differentiator of Industrious versus the whole operator market?
I think it's 2 things, patience and dedication. We want to make sure that we deliver relevant, consistent work experience and we transform the way people work and feel about work. And we've done it with a lot of attention to what our members are telling us, and the feedback we collect is really something that we integrate in our product review, and we deliver richer and richer experience, but in a very slow, measured fashion. Cool.
Okay guys, I received a new update of the ANWB. They are arriving soon, so I suggest to grab another coffee and have a little break.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
The Beetle is 55 years old, so sometimes we have some little problems, but the ANWB fixed it again. So we can drive. But first of all, you asked us to pick you up at the Beethoven Street. Why is that?
I'm French and I can't get started at the beginning of the day without a good croissant and good coffee, so that's my go-to place when it comes to breakfast.
Cool.
That's nice. Yeah. We have a little road trip in Amsterdam planned, so where are you going to take us?
I'm going to take you to a very exciting place, which is going to be the first industrial site in Amsterdam, and it's in Tripolis-park.
Okay. Cool. Now, let's start the engine.
Yeah.
Okay, we hit your home base, and let me pronounce it clearly. You are co-creating with the landlord over here.
That's it. So we're going to operate 5,000 square meters. And the goal is really to bring a different type of flexible office experience in the precinct. So there is a prestigious law firm, there is a very prestigious tech company as well, super innovative and on the edge of what is the most enjoyable experience that you can deliver to young talents, and not that young talents as well. And we are coming to bring a consolidation into that ecosystem.
Let's talk hard data for a moment. Of course, data is an important part of your strategy. Which sources do you use?
So mostly we've been working with the data we collect in our centers in the US. Most of our portfolio now is in the US, so In the last 10 years, we've been able to understand how people use space, where they like spending time, where at what time they want to come, what is the impact of commuting on the level of desire to be in the office. And we put that in a lot of our design strategic sessions, and also in the product definition. So what do we offer as an all-inclusive experience?
What kind of systems did you use with the data collection?
Mostly it was about warmth map, knowing where people go in a location, what they want to have when they are behaving over there. And it's honestly why it's been so slow. It's because it's our teams. We've been working with community and experience managers who have been really thoughtful into escalating the information back to our head office and making sure that we can provide the right level of services in return.
Perfect.
Hey, and Yvan, you are now for 4 months working in Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, you were in Singapore, in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Can you share already some difference between those markets?
Yeah, I'd say that people usually consider that the US is the most transformed real estate market because 80% of people don't want to go to the office and only 20% go. In Asia, we say the opposite. 80% people still go to the office, only a minority don't want to go to the office all the time. It's mostly true. In Europe, it's way more nuanced and sophisticated. Each market, each national market actually in Europe has different trends and preferences. But I'd say it's a very mature market, a very sophisticated market where the experience is maybe even more difficult to deliver compared to Asia. There is higher sense of expectations when it comes to diversity of engagement, programming, events. And the key difference is also when you enter a building in Asia, because there's so much concentration of value in 50 buildings in the center, whereas in Europe it's way more fragmented and spread. Okay. Most developers have been able to afford luxurious receptions where it's like 20 meters high lobby and an army of staff welcoming you and a 20 meters high digital screen. So we don't see these kind of things very often in Europe, and I think it makes a lot of sense because it doesn't impact the experience that much. It's really impressive, but does it really make you feel better the whole year long when you come to the office? This is arguable, yeah. So that's the key difference.
Europe being a little bit more practical.
Correct, yeah. We want to make sure that the money is well spent.
Okay.
And how do you see that in 10 years from now? How will the office market look like?
Oh, I don't know, but what I'd love to happen is actually our vision to come into reality. We'd like to have a space where increasingly people are choosing to come, don't have to. This kind of collaborative heaven where you can really interact with people who are not in your industry, not in your company, but you can really extract all the knowledge you want, or access to all the networks you want, and also make sure that your personal life is satisfied in a way, so you can go for entertainment right after the office. You can have all your F&B experiences curated into the office as well. So for flex space, I don't know, we've always said that we would equal to 30% of the market by 2030. I would love that to happen, but not
Flex
sure.
more.
What I know is that
Less difference between residential and office.
yeah, and more mixed development for sure. It's great when we don't put people in chicken cages to work and we make them feel like there are other things happening. They're not here only to produce, they're here to live. So it makes more sense to have more mixed developments, and I can't wait to see more of those in most of the capital cities and markets.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're looking forward to it.
Look for
Yeah.
for sure.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
for this
gents.
interview,
Thank you.
this road trip.
Great time.
Innoveer mee en volg ons kanaal.